roll 20 and such. But yeah.
Yeah, open all your stuff and then we'll get started.
I'll get the music queued up.
So, when last we played, you all finished up your little ambush in the Misty Forest as you made your way to the village of Altand to find out the location of what ended up being a man named Neravane and a great green dragon named Chuth that you decimated.
Oof.
As you made your way into Chuth's domain, you all absolutely annihilated the dragon and his forces, discovering an elven man named Neravane deep in the caves, who professed to being a cult worm speaker, and also happens to be the son of one King Melandrak of the Misty Forest. And that's kind of where we're picking up, gang, deep in the caves. So, how's everybody doing?
Fine. I was scrolling back through the Roll20 chat, and it just looks like Salsa and Alex are the only two people playing for a while. Because you all were only the only ones rolling.
Oh.
Yeah, those were certainly some numbers.
Oh, yeah. I see some nat 20s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a fail. There's a fail. There's
Yep.
a nat 20. Yeah. Oh. A nat 1, but you still got 11. God damn.
It do be like that.
High level play is
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And
you all
another
have a
character-
new
Oh, God.
We have
hostage.
we have a friend.
Oh, yeah. A new friend.
We have Jeff again.
Are we live, by the way?
Yeah, we are.
Are we live? Sorry, I'm not holding up my end of the video. Are we live?
Now we're live.
Are we live?
Yeah.
So I'm rusty. It's been a little bit.
It's all right, pal.
Jesus Christ.
It's honest work. You put it in. You're the only one that can do it. We put too much pressure on you, dude.
What can I say? It's skilled labor. I'm the only one with the qualification.
It is.
If you ever need to take a sick day or something, I can always step in. But
It's yeah. I'll cross train you on it. You can yeah.
yeah.
Let's have backup skills. So what's next, gang?
We have two friends, right? We have Jeff, then we have other Jeff, which is the guy I put handcuffs on.
I believe you just have new Jeff.
Yeah, new Jeff.
Not you, Jeff.
We don't have a spider demon anymore.
No. I think
unfortunately.
I think it's gone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we took a rest at the end. So
Mm.
Yeah.
We gave it friendship bracelets and told it good luck.
We got a bunch of stuff from the dragon. We need to just get out of here and go to the guy, like the dragon people. Like,
Yes. Aldrak looks around and says, so what do we want to do? Do we want to take him back to Waterdeep and then go to the dragons, or what do you all think we should do?
His dad is kind of like, what?
Yeah, wasn't there like one of the guys at the council
Like a
who we
part of it.
realize is kind of crooked?
Yeah, like
And like
the
this
dad-
guy is his
Jeff's
son?
dad-
Yeah.
Jeff's dad.
Yeah,
New Jeff. Sorry, new Jeff's dad.
That won't
Like
get
New Jack
confusing.
Swing. It's a new genre of music. New Jeff's dad.
New Jeff's dad.
yeah. So it's like if we go, I guess the option
If
is
we-
like if we go back there, like what's he gonna do? Like try and break out the worm speaker, especially afterwards. Like, hey, here's a worm speaker. Also, that guy's crooked.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then all they might arrest him. We could get some information.
Yeah.
That could be an option. Because I feel like bringing a worm speaker to the dragons meeting is probably a poor idea.
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
Yeah.
They just send him back, and then we can
Yeah, take this dude
teleport
to
our
the
rug.
yeah, take this. Oh yeah, we do have the rug of teleportation, don't we? Forgot about that.
Yeah, we can always get back to Waterdeep, no problem.
Rugs.
I forgot that you have that teleportation circle on top of the rug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one, oh yeah, you sent that one to the.
Yeah,
to
we
the-
sent that one to the dragons.
Yeah, so there's a teleport. Yeah, the dragons have the rug of teleportation, so we can teleport to it.
We just
I hope they rolled it out. I really hope they rolled it out.
We all teleport all squished together.
No, they did roll it out, but they put like a coffee table. on top.
Oh no! They'll just like stack up.
It's gonna appear standing in someone's lunch. Like, oh, this is awkward.
Even worse, they hung it on the wall like a tapestry.
Like,
Well, we're about to find out which option it is. Yeah, and I say we take these guys back to Waterdeep and then arrest the dragon speaker, and then also be like, this guy's a plant.
yeah. Bye, and
He's
then teleport
in-
to our rug.
And then we teleport to the rug. Yeah.
I think we got somebody's like phone number, didn't we? Could tell.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
I remember that. To the
What's his name?
Yeah, we do have sending stones.
It's true.
Yeah,
we asked for an int
you
first.
tipped them off, I guess.
To liaison. The Harpers.
Yeah, whatever.
You could leave him with Leosin back in Waterdeep. That would be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you all do that.
Hey, we got another person. Here's new Jeff.
Can we hit him with another one?
It's your turn, Robert.
Another one.
Thank you.
Give him a book.
God, my notes are garbage.
You ask questions.
We could.
Are we good, gang?
Yeah, the last thing that I have in my notes is Robin's last name.
Huh.
Like, okay, that's not part of the story. Pass, Grant. What are you doing? You're not very helpful.
I'm eating, so that's why I'm quiet. Sorry.
It's good.
I'm still like recovering from T-posing from the last session.
I'm loosening up.
Right?
I'm over there with the oil.
Melody's just making more dragon drip for everybody.
Okay.
I am
let's
trying to like
see.
reread.
Yeah, we could. I guess we could ask him like, "Hey, where's the
Well,
masks?"
I think you tried that already, and he pretty much told you that they were all at the Well of Dragons.
dragons, yeah,
Oh, right.
yeah. That's the only thing we got out of him, I think.
Did we ask him like where okay, I guess their base would be the Well of Dragons if that's where
Yeah.
they're taking the master. So I was like, "Where's your base?" And it's like, "Wait,
Sorry, so
yeah." Do we know where the Well of Dragons is?
No, you do not.
Where is
Where's the
Where
yeah, where's
where
the
is she?
Where is she?
He has nothing to say.
No. We'll interrogate him. We'll ask him where the Well of Dragons is.
Does anybody? I mean, does Robin know where the Well Dragon is? Robin, you're smart. Do you know where that shit is,
Yeah, can I do like a history check or something?
Professor?
Sure.
You
Go
guys
for it.
have seen. You guys can read maps.
21.
21. No, you have never heard of the Well of Dragons.
Oh.
Amazing.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure
Imagine-
only a nat 20 would have gotten me
Do you
there.
think? Do you think if we ask the dragons where it is, would they be offended?
I don't know about offended. It
Only
might be
one
good
way
to
to
try to
find
ask
out.
them.
Maybe
Yeah.
you could ask them.
Kit's gonna try and ask the worm speaker. It's like, "Hey, where's the Well of Dragons?"
I'm not telling you anymore. You'll have to kill me.
That's.
Well,
Oh.
well, we tried everything. Pulls out
Yeah.
the sword.
now that we know that's on the
I've given you
table,
enough information already.
Yikes.
Anybody like read his mind?
Oh, let me check my barbarian spell list.
I mean, I can.
Oh shit, true.
I can do any spell, but I would need someone smarter than me to tell me what that spell is, so I could look it up.
Detect thoughts.
Yeah.
but the zone of truth.
But there's no guarantee we'll get it.
Oh.
Well, yeah. Well, with detect thoughts, you can probe into their mind if they fail a save.
It is a first level spell. Amazing.
Yeah, kind of cracked for a first level spell.
Yeah.
First level spell. Wow.
First level divination, it says.
All right, bear with me a second.
For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible.
Detect thoughts, not detect magic.
What? Oh, Jesus.
You're reading detect magic.
I am. It's the only thing that came up when I typed in detect. Okay, that's not nice.
Let's go.
Okay, second level divination.
There we go.
For the duration, you can read the thoughts of any of certain creatures when you cast a spell, and as your action on each turn until the spell ends, you can focus your mind on any one creature you can see within 30 feet of you. If the creature you choose has an intelligence of 3 or lower or doesn't speak any language, the creature is unaffected. You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature.
What is your spell save DC?
20.
Okay.
What
Sorry,
is most
continue.
what is most on its mind at that moment. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper into the same creature's mind. If you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as something it worries over, loves, or hates. If it succeeds, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows that you are probing into its mind, and unless you shift your attention to another creature's thoughts, the creature can use its action on its turn to make an intelligence check contested by your intelligence check. If it succeeds, the spell ends.
Okay, good luck.
Sure. Questions verbally directed at the target creature naturally shape the course of its thoughts, so the spell is particularly effective as part of an interrogation.
Yeah, so it basically with no save whatsoever, you can detect their surface thoughts. So like their knee-jerk reaction to things. So if you ask them a question while reading their mind, you can basically see through any lie and occasionally get the information they're hiding. Or with a whiz save, you can like actually probe into their mind and try to dig for the information.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that.
Where are the rebel bases?
I'm gonna use my absolutely broken artificer skill to use any spell and do that one. Yeah, Master of Magic.
So he failed his wisdom save. So if you're digging and digging and digging into this man's subconscious for the location of the Well of Dragons, it will take you some time and questioning probably. But after a few moments, you are pointed to a location far to the south and to the east. I will put, where's our map? I'm going to draw a little thingy on here. So
Literally,
Here we go.
It just
literally on the,
it just says it right there.
yeah.
Amazing.
Wait, it was on the map already?
Oh, fuck it! It was
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
That's incredible. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I did not
I was
realize.
like,
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, we were close to it too because we were at the
Yeah.
Borisker Bridge earlier.
Yep. Yep.
That's hilarious.
I was looking at it like, oh man, I wish I was smart.
Just points at our map at the word on the map.
I have
Like,
removed field numbs
Either
twice.
player may see it, but there ain't no way my character would know that shit.
Oh my god.
It is a location nestled deep in the mountains, the Sunset Mountains.
Oh shit. Ramen's actually really smart. Holy shit.
Yeah,
He
I
tells good
knew
stories
all of that.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely, I knew that.
We're a strong group of
Whoop.
people, man.
We're illiterate. We couldn't possibly know that that's what that said there. We just happened to find the adult that helped us.
Just magically obscured on our map until someone was like, actually, that's right there.
Yes. Unfortunately for me as a player. Yeah.
Yep.
We think the Drakhorn is there too, right? Is that accurate?
Potentially.
All right. Well, I guess now we can anyone think of anything else incriminating we'd like to learn from him, or? If not, I feel like we could just take him back. Book him, boys.
Maybe ask him about his dad.
Yeah.
Like, is your dad in on it?
Oh boy. My father has nothing to do with these events.
What his brain said.
As you probe deeper into his mind, you don't see any connections that would link King Melandrak to this, other than obviously familial ones.
I like the idea that I'm sitting behind him, like he's sitting like in a lie detector test. I'm just giving thumbs ups.
It's terrifying.
Then why was his dad trying to shoo people away from the dragon infestation?
Right?
My man literally, someone's like, hey, there's dragons in the woods. They're attacking people. He's like, no, there's not.
No, there's not.
No, it's not anymore, but.
Can't believe we got hit with the nuh-uh.
Yeah.
We did.
Or my client,
He did
please.
hit us with a nuh-uh.
He has no knowledge of this.
Sus.
All right. I guess we can interrogate him in person when we get there.
I think you're still a sus.
That's fine. You're allowed to.
Okay.
What his brain said. I want to know his true feelings about that statement.
Is he sad about it? Did his feelings get hurt?
Yeah.
No, not really.
Does he secretly want us to be all friends?
He does not like you.
Okay.
Is there something here
Rude.
between us?
Well, am I looking too far into this?
Is he looking for love in all the wrong places?
The tech wants them and be like, so, like, what are we?
Confused?
Yes. No, and beaten.
Is there a third level spells like detect sexual orientation? Like
We could ask him and then we can think.
Wow.
I mean, with the power of homebrew.
Is there a Mrs.?
I don't get out much.
Hmm.
I've been busy dealing with work. Why are you asking me this?
Do you like your work?
Great.
Or you're like, oh, I'm captured. I could do whatever I want. I could start
Well-
a new, life. or
Well,
something. I don't know.
I'm certain that they won't let me live, but if they ever let me out of prison, then perhaps I would go back to cobbling or something. I don't really know. I've been doing my work here with the cult for several years now. That's all I've known.
I mean, you can be a cobbler. You're cobbling here. See? Sounds pretty nice. Jeff the cobbler.
Who's Jeff? Why do you keep calling me that?
Hey,
What's your name?
name again? What's your actual name again?
Naren Vane.
Marin Vane?
Naren Vane.
Sounds
Naren
like
Vane.
Jeff. Like, what do you say, Jeff? Did you say Jeff? Am I pronouncing that right?
Naren Vane.
Yeah, it's Jeff Dwarvish.
It sounds, I don't hear any difference. I'm sorry. I'm really not trying to. It's
Naren Vane the cobbler.
must be the accent or something.
You can tell that he's very annoyed about you all asking him about his name so much. That's all.
I make the universal sign for move on, move on.
So any other questions, gang, or are we done here?
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Take him to prison.
Good luck.
Yeah, maybe we go to the council.
Yeah. Be like, you!
Very good.
Soldier boy, tell him.
Good
We
God.
should probably find out if we should go to the Well of Souls. I mean, Well of Dragons. Or what we should do.
While he was thinking about the Well of Dragons, you all questioning about him, it did seem very heavily defended. And you all know that the Draghorn is potentially calling all of the dragons in Faerun to there. All of the chromatic dragons.
So we should get some not chromatic dragons to help. That's what I'm hearing.
That's true.
And
You all, I suppose, take him to Waterdeep. Is that the plan?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll take him back to the council, where he can face justice and also his dad.
Excellent.
Oh man, we're gonna get some juicy inter-family drama,
Oh,
Yum, yum, yum.
intro-family drama.
That's gonna be.
So one spell slot later, you all find yourselves back in the familiar office that you've teleported to Waterdeep in a few times now.
How was the carpet laid out?
This carpet, there's no carpet in this room. There's a teleport circle.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is the permanent one we did in Waterdeep. The circle, the rug of teleportations with the dragons.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
I feel like we
Leos
should
and
still have a
stumbles.
rug, like on it.
You all have a lot of rugs now. To be clear,
Very useful.
one flying one that you have sent to the Nether Mountains via dragon, and a few that you've scored, I guess, out of various dragons' lairs.
There's a rug hyperfixation at the moment. Is what I'm
Mhm.
Nice.
hearing.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out where all of my teleportation circles are because I'm just leaving them everywhere.
I believe you have one in El Terrell.
You have one in Elturel. You have one in that one library where the ghost lady went.
Mhm.
You have one.
I have one in Waterdeep,
Yeah.
And then there's one on a rug that the dragons have.
and then I have one with the Hand of Vecna, guarding the Hand of Vecna, that I hid so
Oh
expertly.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, this is all true. And a moment later, Leosin, the Harper agent, stumbles into the office and kind of looks at this Naren Vane fellow and, without a word, gets behind him and starts marching him down the hallway. And you all are, I suppose.
I'm gonna follow in case any shenanigans happen.
Same.
I'm
Very
following
good.
Kit, making sure he doesn't get got.
Yeah.
AKA,
Yeah.
AKA, like someone dies.
I'm holding Kit's hand as we walk down the hallway.
Yeah.
Excellent. Can you all make perception checks for me
Ooh.
as you
Good
make
at
your
those.
way down the stairs and out into the streets and eventually to the Lord's Palace?
19.
I get a 22.
Nat 1.
11.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. We're cooking.
Everybody, it's a clear, sunny day. It's nice out. Kids are playing. Dogs are barking. People are arguing down the street. Seems like a normal afternoon. And Leosin leads you all to the Lord's Palace and into the council chambers, I suppose.
Yeah.
Where they all begin to discuss what they should do with him, which is a little lengthy process. It takes an eternity for them to come to a decision, but eventually they put him in prison.
I guess we'll also tell them that we know where the Well of Dragons is now. Like, hey, we found where all the bad guys are hiding.
Really?
Apparently, it's really well guarded, though.
I see. Well, we are gathering forces, so knowing their location is, I suppose, makes our lives a lot easier. But at the moment, we are still gathering forces to fight a war. So thank you for what you have done, heroes. Can you show us? And they take Kit to this humongous map laid on the table.
I mean, it says it right there.
I'll pick him up so he can point.
It's gonna point to the words "Well of Dragons" that are already written on their map.
It's pretty messed up.
Like it's right there.
Thank you, heroes. He circles it.
Their vision magically unobscures.
Whoa.
We will begin sending scouts to investigate. While you all perform your next task, I assume. Yeah.
Oh wait,
Yeah, we
wait a
have-
minute. That guy Jeff, his dad is the king, right? Like, should we kill the king?
Should we kill the king? Keep your voice down.
I meant a rat. Sorry, a rat.
What?
Wait,
do you
do we
say?
have Jeff here with us?
Yeah, he's like 10 feet away from you.
We're just talking about murdering his dad casually in front of him at full volume.
Hey, we never
Yes.
said we were heroes, okay?
Well, I mean, we did learn that his dad like isn't actually connected with the cult through the mind reading.
I don't know. I think his dad is protecting him, and he found out that his son was doing all this stuff, so he's protecting him now. And his son doesn't know though.
Oh.
So the dad is totally in on it, and he's hiding everything. And
And he's hiding it
Um,
so he doesn't get in trouble.
right.
I see.
Yeah, so he was withholding
mean-
information. Ooh, yeah.
I also don't want to be this guy, but he kind of failed at that because, like, here he is and he's going to jail. Like,
Yeah.
He did send you there to investigate the king. He was one of the people that asked you to do that.
So it was the king that told us to go, and then it was like another guy that told us no, there's nothing there, and like that was his dad, if I recall correctly.
Right?
Yeah, so it was like that
you are
other.
correct. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I am mistaken. That's true.
Yeah,
Dylan
it's not the king. It's
Victor Hound
that
is the one who told us.
that particular advisor who told us, "Hey, everything's cool there. You don't gotta go there." He's the guy that probably found out and is like hiding stuff.
Maybe at least ask the king what's going on.
Yeah.
I suppose that would be
Yeah.
doable. Leosin leads you into the office. I'm sorry, into the grand library where they're all discussing things and arguing about, territorial rights that will need to be exchanged while in order to gain additional forces from nations, etc. Boring stuff. And they all look at you, say, "Can we help you?" And King Melandrak in the back kind of looks confused at you all. I guess I can
Kit,
let him.
where's the Kit's gonna like? Do we see the guy in the room with us?
Yeah, he's there.
Kit's gonna point and be like, "We think that guy knows."
Knows what?
About the dragons and stuff.
Well, sure. I assume so. That's why you brought him here. Yes.
No, like I'm pointing like his dad, like Nerevar's dad.
Oh, I see. At King Melandrak.
Yeah.
Excuse me, young man. What do you mean? How dare you? What are you suggesting?
That you know about the. I just said it.
He kind of looks at you like totally aghast for a moment, like that you're accusing him of something, and says, "What evidence do you have to suggest that I have anything to do with this cult of the dragon? How dare you?"
Well, when everyone said there was dragons in the woods, you said no, there isn't, and then we went there, and then yes, there was. And then this guy, and then this was your son, and he was doing the dragon cult.
Yes, I would recognize my son. I'm as confused as you are, young man, about why he was involved with that.
But then why did you say there was no dragons in the woods when everyone said there was dragons in the woods?
Because it looks bad politically. And I thought it was something that we had taken care of, as I sent additional forces into the woods months ago to deal with that. If you found my son in this place and you found cult activity down there, then I must admit that I was wrong.
It's just going to be like looking at the adults.
Professor's going to put his hand over the son's mouth and go, "He told us that you were involved."
Aldrak looks at you like, no, that's not what he said.
I'm aware.
I think before we leave, I'm going to look for a scroll of detect thoughts. So I can just have this in my book.
Good idea.
It's a powerful weapon.
Just making some notes in my little book.
Yeah.
And they all look at each other and continue to argue, and King Melandrak stands up and approaches you. Kit? I suppose that you have right to be confused. I mistakenly thought that the problem in the Misty Forest was taken care of. And I will say it to any member of this council.
I'm going to ask Ramu, do we want to hit him with the zone of truth?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, I mean, wait, do I have that? I think I do.
You have that.
Paladins should.
You have that.
Yeah.
Duke Ravengard stands up and says, "Whoa! What we don't need to do all this right now, do we? Do you have any actual evidence? I'm confused."
If I'm not mistaken, this is out of character. The son said that his father's in on this, right?
No, he said the exact opposite.
Yeah.
He said his dad had nothing to do with it, and when we did the mind reading, it was like, yeah, no, his dad has nothing to do with it. Like, his son believes that his dad has nothing to do with it.
Oh, okay.
So we're doing like
remember, everything Professor says is wrong.
His kid was there, where they said there wasn't. Like,
yeah, we were under the impression that he knew his son was doing dragon shit there, and then tried to hide it. Above table, my thing would be like, he's like, oh, it's politically embarrassing to be attacked by dragons. Bro, this council is about being attacked by dragons. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Every person at this table is like, yeah, I got attacked by dragons on Tuesday, and then this guy's trying to pretend he was embarrassed about it. But Kit's not smart enough to notice that.
Right? Like, this dude is, like, being sus. Still.
Yeah, there's...
Can I insight? Like...
Ow. Yeah, I definitely want to insight
yeah, I'm definitely gonna insight, because what?
Someone with high enough intelligence to want to roll insight.
Okay, I got another 22. 22 is the number for this.
I got a 25.
He seems extremely, like, insulted and pissed off right now.
Yeah.
That you all are trying to suggest something that he's a little lost in. There's a fair point, I suppose, that every person here's nations are under attack. But he doesn't seem like he's, I suppose, like he doesn't have any visible tells of someone that is lying.
I mean, he is a king.
Yeah, he knows how to politic.
Mm-hmm.
Creature definitely still thinks that he is an imposter.
Professor's rubbing off on him.
Yeah.
Right.
If it will please the council, I will submit to a Zone of Truth spell if there are actual concerns about my ties with the cult. But I had no knowledge that my son was involved.
Are Mai Tais good?
That's all I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could. We if he's willing to do the Zone of Truth, we could do it and then just ask him the same things. Just verify.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's embarrass
definitely
this
felt
king.
that.
Let's embarrass the shit out of this king, yeah. His son is still here,
If
right?
they
That's
have
why
any
he was
other
so big.
adventurers, right?
What? There was two people at one time. I got confused. What?
Oh,
Say again?
I said nothing important.
Same.
Okay.
We do a little handshake.
And a moment later, one of the council members, Lady Silverhand, walks over and begins doing some chanting, and Dalrin also casts Zone of Truth. And he says, "Fine, ask away."
Do you have any ties to the dragon cult other
No,
than your son?
other than my son, whose activities I was not directly aware of. I thought that he was just lost to me. I did not know that he was involved with the cult.
And you really said that there was no dragons just because you were embarrassed?
Sorry.
Yes, that is generally true. It is a complicated arrangement. A complicated arrangement. What the fuck am I talking about? There's no arrangement. Pardon me. That was
No collusion.
the voice of God in the sky.
A complicated affair.
Yes.
We know
Oh.
Do we
he
know if
failed.
do we know if he failed or passed the?
He's telling the truth.
Yeah, Zone of Truth, you know if a creature passes their save.
Okay. I was about to start interrogating him about unrelated things, but I guess if I don't have to ask him about his underwear, I won't.
Do it.
Do it anyway. We're already here.
I don't think Raman would be that kind of individual.
Well, kid will be like, "Oh, okay. Sorry. It just kind of looked like it."
Yes, I can see how it would be very confusing.
Sorry,
apologies.
Mr. King Melandrak.
Some of the other council members begin to talk amongst themselves, and everybody else in the room is kind of like, okay, what's next? And the king looks at you all and says, if you have no more questions, I suppose we can move on.
I'm gonna mutter under my breath, "Where's some fucking spell slot?"
Very good. Anyway, as I was saying, and they all go back to arguing amongst each other after a few moments.
All right. Well, I guess that's that. Turns out he was
And
innocent.
Naren Vane is taken in cuffs down a different hallway, presumably out to a prison cell.
Man, doesn't it suck that you're going to jail right now? God, that must suck. And your dad's the king
you.
too. Like, man,
Fuck you.
wow,
It's a real asshole.
really fucked that one up, huh?
Yeah, I guess
We're
so
gonna
you
come
filed
back
them-
and he's
you
gonna be
filed them in
pardoned.
prison?
Yeah. Really stubbed your toe on that one, man.
You're gonna let him out early on good behavior. We're gonna see him again at the fucking the Well of Dragons.
Yeah, like I know how that feels. One time I sat down on a thumbtack. Boy, that smarts. Probably the same. It's probably the same.
Probably the same.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I guess our next. Was there any other leads we had, or was it just the Dragons Council?
At the moment, that's the only other lead that you have. Bringing the metallic dragons in would be a tremendous asset to you and your cause, and just destroying the cult of Tiamat.
Yeah. All right, it's time to fire up the rug, I guess.
Mhm.
I'm just imagining like a diesel powered rug now. Like this thing is like sputtering and spitting out a whole bunch of dark smoke.
Anybody got a lead on Scroll of Detect Thoughts, perchance?
You could definitely buy one. There's magic items at Baldur's Gate.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. Or here in Waterdeep.
Or Waterdeep. Close enough.
Probably have an easier time here in Waterdeep.
Fantastic. If we have the time, I would like to do that.
Yeah, go ahead. Eventually, you discover a little magic shop tucked away, and this young man behind the counter offers you a Detect Thought Scroll. That'll be
Nice.
220 gold, sir.
Hey, fam.
We definitely have that money.
Yeah, can I
You're
borrow
rich.
95 gold from the stash?
You can. I have gold. Wait, I don't know if I have gold. Actually, I might be lying.
Yeah, I have
No,
125.
I only have silk. So coin.
We just made a lot of money
Just
last
attracting the
time.
soul. Yeah, you
We
have
have
thousands.
almost 11,000 gold.
Yeah, in the
We're
group
rich,
stash.
right? Can we
In
give
the
him a
group
dragon
stash.
tooth? You want a dragon tooth?
Oh goodness,
Just kidding.
I don't
And
really
we
know
got
what I
another
would do.
grand from the Dragon's Horde. I
A
didn't sum that up.
scale?
No, all the dragon parts we're going to use to upgrade.
Oh
My
yeah.
boy.
Sorry. My bad, George. Please don't kill me.
No, it's. We have a lot of teeth. You can give a tooth. We have 17 dragon's teeth,
you want a
according to my
friendship
tally.
bracelet?
Oh boy, that's nice. This young clerk like looks around like there's a lot of you.
Yeah.
Are you offering
Yeah.
me a dragon's tooth friendship bracelet?
Yes. Absolutely. I feel like it's like I survived the Heck Rider is like what it says on it.
You just like write it on the tooth.
I mean, if this gives us an in at a magic shop, I'm all for it.
What's your name? Does it happen to be Jeff?
No, it's Giovanni.
Oh, Giovanni. Giovanni, our friend.
I suppose I am your friend now. This is quite a nice tooth bracelet, I guess. Why do you have so many dragon's teeth?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Why you ask so many fucking
You
questions?
never met us.
Fair. I just like to know my customers, I suppose. See if I can be
Friend.
of assistance.
Yeah,
Are there any
so-
other scrolls that you're looking for while you're here?
We do have 12,017 gold. So
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That's a good question. Hey, Salso, are there any other scrolls that I'm looking for?
oh Jesus, the wizard
there's a
spell list
lot.
is like the infinite fucking
You
problem of
can
hmm
you
there's
can
so
get
much fucking
whatever.
spells. There's so many spells and they're good. I
You
also
can
don't
get,
know what your spell list is, so I wouldn't know what you're missing. It's the whole fucking thing.
it's a whole thing.
Or we could work it out
The
offline.
world is
and
your
keep
oyster,
the
yeah.
time you're in town.
I can help.
Yeah.
Add chaos to your spell list.
Yeah.
It's all polymorph.
Please join me. I need to
It's a
polymorph
classic.
a fucking dragon. I need it.
How much was the detect thoughts roll? It was what, 220 you said?
220.
220.
Okay. That takes us down to a paltry 11,797 gold.
If you subtract 95 instead of 220, I can zero out the gold that Raman has personally,
Oh, nice.
and then we can just call it
It's still going to cost you gold
universal.
to
To write it into your book.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep your gold for that. We may as well just spend like we have $12,000. We can afford
We
200
have
bucks.
funds. Yeah, we have funding.
Do you have any like arrows of dragon slaying?
Here I don't, but I can point you to a location in town. And he mentions a place, a few miles down the road, in the Wharf district, called Ethel's. He says, "Look here, they may be able to help you out with some magical arrows."
Cool.
What is this place? What's Giovanni's place called?
It literally is called Giovanni's Place. There's a sign on the door.
It's so cute.
Some like cactus plushie in the window, and books everywhere.
Yes.
Stuff just sprawled out on tables. Very cozy.
All right.
Can we just like hire somebody to make something out of these dragon parts or sell them or something? We shouldn't be carrying around this many dragon parts.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's a fair point.
I don't have a lot of downtime to be making things all the time.
We can go.
You
to
can always join
Savannah
me on
and
my.
stuff for George.
Are you asking
The
to sell the dragon parts or to do stuff with them?
Maybe both. I don't really know what we do with the dragon parts.
I think selling them is a waste considering how much coin we have.
Yeah.
See if you do something with them.
I'm trying to make a cloak for George, but I don't need all of these things to do that.
You could take out a place at the bank.
Yeah, safety deposit box.
They don't like rot, do they?
No, probably not.
Just imagining that we make a teleportation circle inside the bank.
Inside the
they
vault.
they won't let you do that. Security's too tight.
But if there was a rug.
We just teleport and all squash inside the fucking vault, the safety deposit box.
In this rolled out carpet.
Like, can you imagine being on the night shift and then just all of a sudden you just hear like a loud thump or whatnot, and you have to explain to your boss, "No, they just appeared. There was banging from inside the vault."
Got your elbows in my side. Get out. Come on. Scoot over. Just a bunch of angry whispering.
I love when we're all this close together.
Hmm. Let me work on that's something I haven't. I've put a lot of thought into. I'll just be above table with you all. I don't have a anything prepared for that
Right,
the
that
moment.
makes sense.
Okay.
But the next time you all return to Waterdeep, we will make time for that.
Cool.
Write that down. What do y'all discuss what to do next?
I'll message you about what I could make out of all these things also.
I guess I missed some stuff in the previous sessions, but like, what is our next step?
Teleport.
We're
to
going to the
dragon.
the dragon, the council of the chromatic dragon.
Yeah, council. Yeah.
Sorry, not the chromatic, the metallic dragons. They wanted us to talk with them so that we could consider working together against the dragon cult.
Gotcha.
Tiamatt is not their friend.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I was muted. Yep.
All good. Yeah, I'm happy to head on down.
Yeah.
Fire up the teleportation rug and go.
There you go. And Raman, I guess, takes you all outside to the streets, or do you want to do this here in the library, the bookstore?
I don't exactly want to do it just out in the street because I'm not sure if the runes will be left behind once we're gone.
Don't want someone getting your password.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You could go back to the teleport circle here in Waterdeep and do it there.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what we'll do.
Cool. And then one spell slot later, a few moments later, you all make your way back to this little office, and Raman begins to cast his spell, and you all, a few moments later, in a flash of light, find yourselves in a small cavern. There are torches in the room, and a very nice carpet that you're all standing on.
Hey,
There are
rolled it
some,
out. All right.
and set into the walls and some boxes in the corner. And a moment later, you all hear the pitter patter of feet around the corner as this little kobold with shiny copperish skin walks into the room. Says, "Oh, hello, heroes! You must be the Heck Riders, I suppose."
Indeed, we are.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. My name is Taz McKella. Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you too.
Well, if you're all ready, we can go to the council now. And
Lead the way.
this little kobold leads you through the caves for just a couple of minutes. A moment later, you all find yourselves in a humongous cavern. There are stones littering the floor, huge rocks in different places, and 5 humongous ancient dragons in the room with you, one of each metallic variant: brass, bronze, copper, silver, and gold.
No.
After a moment, I suppose. I should be clear that at the moment there's only 4. This little kobold that was walking with you all climbs up onto a rock and begins to shapeshift into this dragon.
Oh shit.
Oh, damn.
Welcome, heroes. We're glad to have you here. Welcome to the council. And all of the huge drakes in the room with you all begin to look around and, stare at you all and try to figure out what makes you tick, and they all investigate you. Says, Tazmikella looks at you and says, "So, now that you are here, there is much that we must discuss. First, can I get anyone a beverage? Are we okay? How are we feeling? You all have traveled presumably a great distance to get here. Teleporting is hard on the body."
I could use a water.
Very good.
Yes, please.
I'll take a beverage.
And one of the other dragons in the room mutters a little incantation under his breath, and a tray of glasses of water comes floating around the corner a moment later to you all.
Thank you.
We are the representatives of the metallic dragons littered throughout Faerun. We are a great force if we all work together. I am hoping, at least, that we could all work together to take down the cult of Tiamatt. And the gold dragon looks at you all and says, "We are more than enough as we are to destroy this cult of the dragon and stop Tiamatt." And a couple of the other dragons look at each other. What say you, heroes?
They have a lot of guys, and they have a bunch of masks, and also the Drakhorn.
Yes.
You definitely look pretty strong, but we're strong too, and if we work together, we can beat them even easier.
That's all you have to say? Keep going.
Kit's gonna nervously look around at the adults in the room, and then just be like, "We fought one of Tiamat's friends before, and we beat him."
I believe that you lot are capable. There is no question. But what makes you think that we should cooperate with the forces of the Sword Coast, the humans that have throughout the years done nothing but cause chaos throughout the realms?
Look, I know that us humanoids kind of suck from time to time, but you know who sucks worse? Tiamat.
Yes, that is true.
To be fair, us joining forces is a little bit more self-serving because Tiamat doesn't exactly like our little group either.
Yeah, we did kind of fuck over
that-
Tiamat, and
That is interesting.
yeah.
Tell us more about that. That sounds exciting.
Yeah.
There
I
was
was
this
actually
mean guy
T-posing
called
for that one,
Archon. There was this mean guy called Archon in Avernus, and he was doing stuff with Tiamat and dragons down there, and chromatic dragons down there, and then we beat all of them up, and then she's mad at us now.
Well, I suppose that would do it.
Yeah, so Tiamat's got our number, and
then we took some of her blood as well. That was probably why she's angry.
Oh yeah! Wow, that seems like a lot. The blood of a dragon goddess.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's in safe hands. We gave it to our friend Mordenkainen.
Oh, the gold dragon looks and rolls his eyes. Tess McKell looks back at you guys. Great. Well, it should be fine with Mordenkainen, I suppose. He is an interesting fellow, but I suppose
Neutral
he
at
wouldn't
best, I
do
guess.
anything tremendously evil with it.
It's not really helping the case about humans being chaotic.
I love it. It's great.
Perfect.
Where's the lie? Like,
In order to make this work, there will probably need to be concessions made from the mortals to the dragons for your help. For example, and Tazmikella looks at you all and says, a formal apology from the elves for the horrors of the Draco Rage mythal that has plagued our lands. That would be a good start. And some of the other dragons nod their heads, yes. Can you make some history checks?
Sure.
I got
Well,
this.
Ben, I got this.
Ramen's been tutoring me. Boom, -1. Boom, 7. Let's go.
Let's go.
That's going to be a 34.
A 34.
Not even a nat 20.
Not the 34.
Yeah.
So Raman, you know a lot about this. First off, a mythal is a tremendously powerful magical enchantment. Something that, on mechanical terms, would be roughly equivalent to a 10th or 11th level spell. Usually performed with great rituals by dozens of mages working in concert to layer dozens and dozens of wards and spells on top of each other to create these wide scale enchantments that affect areas. They have all kinds of effects. They can ward off beings of evil intent from individual places. They can cause invaders to suffer bolts of flame from the sky, things like that. The Draco Rage mythal, specifically, you have heard of. It is a tremendous enchantment that covers a large span of the north, far to the north, near the spine of the World Mountain Range. Specifically, what the Draco Rage mythal does is that it causes beings of draconic descent, i.e. dragons, to, over a small period of time, more or less lose control of their senses and their ability to control themselves, turning them into ravenous beasts.
Is this something that I think I'm a chromatic dragonborn? Should I also be worried about this kind of stuff?
Probably not, being as you are not a full-blooded dragon.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure because I know, like you said, like descendants of dragons or whatnot, which I do have that stuff in my blood.
It's true.
But also, we might find out.
Do we know why they casted that?
It was done in order to prevent dragon attacks. Obviously, but it involved a period of time where there was a almost a culling of dragons in that area. There were a great number of beasts killed. This is long before the age of man. Thousands of years ago, the Nether Empire controlled most of Faerun, and they did a lot of horrific things.
Damn, that's an old wound.
Right.
Mhm.
And she looks at you all and says, that would be a start. Something you all can work out.
Okay, we can talk to them. But even then, even if you guys are going to attack Tiamat or the Dragon Cult eventually anyway, then what's the downside to having more people help you?
We would have to wait for you all to finish marshaling your forces. A direct assault on a direct invasion against Tiamat is would be tremendously dangerous.
Like it's also kind of a pride thing that they had help from the lesser beings.
Yeah, kid is trying to at the ground level be like, but why wouldn't you hit them with 2 people instead of 1?
There are many old wounds, such as the Draco Rage, that have been opened over the years. We want to stop this great evil, but it is asking much of us to work with mortals. And the silver dragon kind of looks down at you, Kit, and says, "Do you have any other questions, young lad?"
Oh, I guess Kit would think of this. Does the Drakhorn affect you guys too? Is that like a huge problem?
And she looks at you and says, "Yes, we hear its call. It is difficult to stop the urges. We, in particular, being older, have grown stronger in our defenses against such things, but it is hard to resist the call of the Drakhorn."
So maybe so maybe then we can help with that. Because if you guys all go and then a bunch of you start hearing the horn and fighting against your teammates, that'll be bad. But none of the humans are affected by it, so we can just go in and stop the Drakhorn so that you guys can fight fair.
I see.
And if we do that, then maybe some of the dragons on Tiamatt's side will stop too. Otherwise, you'd have to just fight them all yourself and then fight some of your own friends, and that would be sad.
And how do you plan to do that? You have an army?
I think the council is working on one.
Yes.
Also, if depending on how many spell slots that
We
Melody
had
wants to
an
burn,
army.
we might have one.
We can have an army. I'll use them all up.
We fought Zariel's army before, and that went really well for us, so I think we could do it again.
We heard of your excursion. You are have grown well known throughout the realms, young man. We have no question of your strength.
Then we could help each other.
You have a point. She looks at the gold dragon, who kind of shakes his head. And Tazmikella looks at you and says, "There's another matter I would discuss with you, adventurers, when we are done here. Maybe a short recess is in order, and we can discuss it. We may be able to work something out."
Hey, first, I have a question. Can I apologize for the elf?
She looks at you and goes, "Well, like more of a formal apology from a nation is more what we're looking for. You seem very nice."
I mean, I'm an elf. I can not really. I'm not a nation, but I can speak for all of the elves I know.
How many elves do you know?
Dozens.
Impressive. I don't think that that's quite what we're looking for. Perhaps you can help us in a more immediate sense. Tazmikella looks at the others and says, "I suppose I should just ask them. My daughter, 2 of her eggs were stolen, and we believe that they have been taken." How can I say this? Where the Draco Rage Mythal is located. Our tracking enchantments have found that they have been taken far to the north. We dare not approach, but perhaps you all can find the eggs. And we can discuss a more immediate arrangement for dealing with Tiamatt after that.
You can leave it to us.
Yeah, first of all, on behalf of other bipeds, can I just say that's it? That's hella rude. I would never personally do something like that, but I think we can. I think we can see what we can do.
Excellent. And she asks you to produce your map and circles the location. And I'm going to put on the map. Bear with me a second.
Please don't tell me it's labeled place where the egg is.
The egg place.
Draco Mythol.
While this is happening, Professor will write out a very formal apology on a piece of paper from him and the elves he knows.
On some very nice parchment, using a
Excellent.
feather quill and everything.
I'm going to ping you on the map. It's up here to the north. North of the Glimmerwood, in the spine of the World Mountains. You suspect it'll be pretty cold up there. Probably not as cold as the glacier.
Okay, good. I can still use the mittens and scarves that I've knitted for everyone will be
Yes.
sufficient.
Excellent. Well,
I can't believe Kit's diplomacy worked.
Kit's diplomacy always works, even when it doesn't, in my
Yep.
opinion.
It's never like, I mean, if you lead with the wholesome, then you can't really go wrong.
Yeah,
It's hard to
yeah.
argue.
I really just like watching, like let him cook.
Like,
Yeah.
oh god, let the little guy cook.
Just let me go until I say something absolutely wrong, and then the adults can be like, "He's just a
Like,
kid. He didn't mean that part. Let's
yeah.
have the adults
Yeah.
talk now."
Yeah, then the adults can be like, "Oops."
So yeah, she marks a location here on your map, far to the north, and says, we can take you as far as the southern Glimmerwood before the Mythol affects us. I can take you myself. But you'll need to go on foot from there.
Is it rude to ride on a dragon's back?
Well, I'm offering.
Okay, fair.
Kid is vibrating. He's so excited he looks like his head's going to explode.
Honestly, a creature is also vibrating. This is fucking cool.
Cody.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Out of respect, I will put my carpet down for everyone to sit on, so it's not like, I don't know.
So we're not bareback on the dragon?
I don't have
Yeah.
pants.
I don't know. It's just it out of respect, out of courtesy. And
This
yes,
is
I will
definitely
presto
going
all
to
the stains out of it.
As Taz McKellar shrinks back down into a kobold and begins to lead you all out of the cave system. And it takes a few minutes before you all reach the open air. And a place large enough for her to transform back into a great copper dragon. But as she does so, you all climb atop her back and take wing. And it is fucking rad.
Yeah, this is dope as
Let's
fuck.
go.
It is exhilarating to fly on Dragonback, high above the Nether Mountains and eventually the Raven. And after about 6 hours or so, she touches down south of the Glimmerwood in a location right about here.
As soon as we take off, Ramen gets a bug stuck in his throat. I can't seem to quite get it out until we land.
It is one of the most exhilarating experiences of you all's lives.
And Ramen
Kit's
can't
doing
enjoy
like
a
the
single
never-ending
second.
story.
I love you all. And she touches down
Actual footage of Kit.
and wishes you heroes good luck.
She gets Melody gives her so many friendship bracelets.
Oh, thank you.
Kit
You
just
need
gonna be like,
big
oh,
ones
make
for when you're
sure
big size.
leave the carpet out, and then we'll bring the eggs right back.
She will shift back down into kobold form to accept a friendship bracelet from you lot.
Yes.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
go.
Yes.
It's made out of spandex, so it can also expand to dragon wrist size.
Amazing.
Good luck, heroes.
Thanks.
See you soon.
Toodaloo.
We'll be back before you know it.
And
Good
she
luck.
flies off.
Good luck.
Wait,
Yeah.
what are we doing here?
And don't fuck it up. We're getting
We're
eggs.
saving
We're getting some eggs.
From who? What's happening?
We're
The
getting
grocery
some
store.
eggs.
They're so expensive now.
We're getting some
2
eggs
eggs
for
in
the
this
dragons
economy?
so they could roll up with us, so we don't. So Tiamatt doesn't kill us.
That is the long and short of it.
Right, I know that much. But that's nothing.
Eggs.
If we bring the eggs back to the metallic dragons, they'll be more inclined to agree with us.
It's all the politics we have to play.
Also, can you just a side note? Can't we just work with them? And do we have to include everybody else? Because I mean, I get it. Some of them are schmucks.
It's true.
A single tear
What if we
rolls
just
down
cut out
chest
the whole
high.
council?
Cut out the middleman and just freelance like we used to.
Well, when we were in Avernus, we had Bell's army, and they were pretty cool guys.
Yeah.
And then they beat up all of Tiamatt's guys and Archon's guys, and that was cool.
Yeah. So maybe we could do it again, but with dragons.
But they said that the
Maybe we should
horn will
ask-
make some of them. The horn will make some of them evil, though.
Okay, so we go and get we go and get the other guys to get the horn, and then we go
Yeah.
get the dragons.
Yeah.
Just cast silence on them.
Amazing.
I just asked Belle for help.
Hey,
Yeah. What's one
Yeah,
more deal?
you
What's
up?
one more deal with the devil?
You up?
You up.
He's down to clown.
We got a
Everybody
couple
done
deals
that.
with devil. We got a couple deals with devils under our belt at this point.
He hits us back with a new stone. Who dis?
The camera's on them. They respond. They go, "Oh fuck, that's who that is. Damn it!"
Your trip through the woods is takes you about a day and a half before you reach the mountains proper. But as you continue to go up and further up into the mountains, all told, it's about 2.5 days. We find ourselves in a nice kind of very bright winter day here in the icy mountains. And you all find yourselves at the mouth of a cave just off the road.
Hey guys, you remember when we agreed to do this, and the dragon said that they wouldn't dare go in here?
Yeah. We don't really have much of a choice if we're going to try and track down these eggs.
We daring to go in here, right? We daring.
Yep, here we go.
Okay.
Whee!
Here we go again, baby.
I'm just floating in slowly.
After a few minutes walking into this cave, you find yourselves at the mouth of. Let me try that again. You find yourselves outside of building, it looks like almost, and set into the cave itself. You see imagery of dragons on the walls. Can everybody make a history check for me, please?
Oh my god. I'm a mountain dwarf. I know everything about this.
-1.
Please.
Boom. Non-natural 3. Let's go.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's
Whenever I make
rolled a
an
beautiful
intelligence
five.
check, history related to the origin of stonework, I'm proficient. Blah blah blah.
We really need you to bring the curve up right now.
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
It's not
Bro.
terribly hard to recognize this.
My stone cunning. How could you fail me? The one time that I get to use the thing that mountain dwarfs are good at, and I get a nat 1.
No.
No!
You don't get to roll with advantage or
Advantage?
anything, or is it just proficiency?
I'm considered proficient in history, and add double my proficiency bonus.
Oh, you get
But
expertise.
I'm already
All right,
expert
well,
in history.
I
So what does that
luck,
mean?
I have a luck point, but I have a
it's a skill
minus
check.
1.
So it's not nat 1s and nat 20s don't really affect skill checks necessarily.
Okay, well, 16.
Can I do a silvery
Fucking
barb?
hell.
This
For
is
that?
imagery of Tiamatt, the platinum dragon. You're at a temple.
Oh.
Hmm.
I say that to seem smart, even though I know something's off. There's a gap in my knowledge.
Someone else points out, and then you're. Oh yeah. I was just about to say that.
Tiamatt is he's the kind of the opposite of Tiamat in a lot of ways. He's the god of good aligned dragons, metallic dragons specifically.
So you're saying he's our boy.
The imagery shows a humongous platinum dragon with a crown of glowing orbs above his head.
Cool.
Wicked.
Yeah, but we're in like the spot where dragons can't go, right?
Is he depicted as like an aggressor, or just like a hella cool dude?
Dragon here.
Yeah, more or less perched on the top of a mountain in this particular image, almost like surveying the lands beneath him.
Okay, so this is a chill place. We're on the same side, sort of.
Yeah, I think he's probably
Can I go up and like knock on the door?
chill.
You know, knock on the door. Sure.
Yeah.
There's no response.
Shit.
There's the I don't want to say the loud knock that you make, but the kind of echoing throughout the cavern around you. And there's no response after a moment.
Kid's gonna pull out. Is it dark in here?
I have dark vision.
There are like torches in the room above you that have like ever burning flames on them. There's light in here.
Okay, well, Kit's gonna have nightlight out anyway. He's just gonna start walking mindlessly into the shadows, looking for eggs, as if they're gonna be right in front of him.
Can I follow
into the
and do a
temple?
perception?
Yeah, Kit will use his lost child powers and wander off.
You find yourself in
Right
a
here.
kind of a surprisingly small, considering the size of the caves before you. You find yourselves in this kind of small cathedral room, and you notice behind the altar there is a cloth of there is a humongous cloth, black cloth, with the imagery of Tiamat on it,
Huh.
which is probably an immediate red flag for some of you.
Mimu?
And there are these throughout the room there is this imagery of Tiamat and great dragons, and then on the wall there is this tapestry of Tiamat.
Can I roll perception and see if there's if I can see eggs or anything else in this room, or anything that might lead me to them
Yeah, roll
somehow?
perception.
Can I also please.
Yeah, Kit's just hard. Kit's looking for the eggs. This is
There's no eggs.
damn 22.
Oh shit! I crit, so that's a 30.
Nice.
Noise.
Damn.
At the right where this tapestry almost meets the floor, there is a small seam, maybe half a centimeter in height, pretty small, and behind it looks like the wall behind it is not solid. There's like a small gap back there.
Secret door.
Found an illusory wall.
Let's go.
Secret door.
Try finger butthole.
And I suppose walk through.
Yeah.
Whee!
We have
Oh,
a
it's
map.
dark.
Yeah. First thing I do, anytime I see the map go black, I just zoom out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bottom left corner.
Thank you, sir. There we are.
The torches in the tunnels around you take you back down a flight of stairs. And down
Which-
there is it kind of hooks to your right. Feel free to move.
I'm gonna take point with Kit.
So when I started wandering,
Yeah.
Take his hand, please. I'm not fast enough to keep up with him.
I don't think anyone is. I got 40 movement.
I have 40 fly.
Let's
Let's
go.
go. The two small boys.
Got nightlight in one hand and creature's hand in the other.
Creature, you can see at the bottom of this room and slightly to the right, you see a person wearing black robes.
Ooh, there's a person wearing black robes over there. Cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay,
uh,
let's do sneaky then.
Just stay here for a second. And I tell everybody else. Hey, there's a cloak guy over there.
I have disadvantage on stealth, so you don't want me.
You got a
Trying to
plus
sneak
10,
up.
so.
Yeah, you have a plus 10, so still.
All right.
I believe.
That turns my 1
wanna try
into a
it,
plus
Steph.
11, so I'll fish for it. Ugh.
Good. Why did you
Let's
say
go.
Alright, so that's a 21. Thank you, creature.
I believe.
Oh,
Wait,
it's a 27.
Oh, damn.
Well done.
hold on.
You're a silent like ninja.
Rolled an 18 total.
I got
Cool.
a 20.
This man, his back is to you, creature, so he does not see you.
Okay.
And he does not hear any of you as you hang out in the hallway and try to decide what you want to do next.
Yeah,
Unlike Paths Without Trace, lowest roll was an 18.
Yeah.
I'm floating on my carpet. So I'm not even making footsteps.
There you go.
Oh yeah. We're just gonna keep trying to sneak through and get the egg, or we just gonna kill everybody? Maybe we could ask them questions. Get back.
Kit's just tiptoeing. He wants to get a better look at what's in the room.
Bear with me a second, you all. I close my my tabs that I needed for this.
No.
Lucy, I threw the toy. You gave it to me and I threw it. Why are you still looking at me? Yes, that one. Go get it.
Sorry, you all.
Okay, you changed targets.
So yeah, the stairs take you down
Holding Kit's hand.
this circular room. There are torches on the walls around you, and there's about 4 cultists standing in the hallway of this room, and 3 kind of, I want to say, Great Dane-sized 4-legged beasts that look like they have draconic features, but no wings.
Shit.
And there is a man in black robes standing at the back of the room, next to the doors.
Black robes, like cult-y
Like
kind of
culty,
stuff.
right?
Yes.
They match the big
Yeah,
black cloth with Tiamatt on it.
Yeah. Secret hideout.
I mean, anyway, I just started blasting.
Yeah, I was gonna say, should we just jump them?
Yeah, I'm just gonna lightning ball these fools.
Excellent.
We have the initiative, so
We have such a high body count.
Yeah, roll initiative.
Literally.
Don't tell my wife.
Jesus Christ.
I'm red. Oh, I'll roll,
Anyway,
I'll
here's a
roll
fireball.
Oldrak.
It's 26 damage.
And I'll roll Oldrak as well.
Oof.
Damn, Oldrak motivated.
I will take the last
wow.
turn in the turn order. I'm currently away from my computer, but I'll roll initiative once I get back.
Do a d20.
I got 7.
I also got a 7. You can go first though, because nasty.
Yo, Melody leading the pack again.
Always. She's just gonna be, can I pet that dog?
Can
Can I pet that dog?
How roll did you get? Oh, yeah,
He's
you didn't.
AFK at the moment, so he can't roll.
Can't roll. I heard that.
Oh, I can. Oh wait, does his character sheet even have a? Yeah, there's no modifier on that.
Yeah, like I said, I'll go last, but once I get back to my computer, I'll roll.
All right. Let me fix this. There we go. That's good. We like that.
Oh, I forgot to heal Oldrak after the absolute ass whooping he got in that last fight.
Yeah, and you all didn't stay to rest or anything. I know you took a rest after in the cave, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yes.
So he would have rested too during that.
yeah.
We had a rest, and then it took us 2 days to get here. So
Yeah. So you all can have long rested between then and now.
Yeah.
All right, Melody. Raman, just a few feet above you, is beginning to conjure a ball of lightning as he spots all of these people. What are you doing?
I know what I want to do first, but I'm gonna do something vaguely useful. I'm I'm gonna summon a friend because that's what we do.
Yes.
So
Come on, we pray for curdling.
let's
boy.
get some
Let's
curdling here.
go.
Okay,
Come on,
give me a second.
Girdlin.
We play the curdle lottery. Come on.
And I'm casting because
Girdle
I have 2 different ones.
lottery.
I'm summoning a greater demon.
Okay.
Roll d20.
All right, let's go. That's a 15.
All right, give me a second. All right, give me a second to pull up stat block. Nope, that's not what I want. There we go.
So you see who our friend is.
Talk amongst yourselves for a second, because I didn't make a token for this guy before.
talk.
I guess it's not Sindar then.
No, it's
Yeah.
not Centaur.
Oh, one of these days.
We'll see him
For the-
again. Just
For
gotta
the
keep
final boss
playing.
battle,
Yes, we just gotta keep.
Yes.
You just gotta keep doing it.
it's gonna be like Baldur's Gate. All of them are gonna reappear with the magic of friendship bracelet.
We'll let. Well, Sindar will be there to curdle Tiamat.
Hell yeah.
He just shows up. It's curdling time.
And then he's gonna curdle all over.
Yep. Bless you, Morbius.
Oh,
All right, I'm gonna drop
fuck.
this picture into info dump.
What in God's green earth is that?
I
That
can't
is
wait.
Yelp,
Scared.
which is a slimy fiend that kind of looks like a
Yes, one of these.
almost, or a tree walking around with these like goopy limbs and one eyeball poking out. These are known as the Handmaidens of Lolth, the drow goddess of.
Oh,
They look like ear candles come to life. I love it.
Kind of. So it looks at you, confused, and you hear a voice in your head. Why have you brought me here?
I'm bringing friends to help us fight against Tiamatt. What wanna kill with us? We've had Sindar. Do you know Sindar? And then she's gonna list off all the other names that I personally don't remember.
No, I don't know. I don't know Sindar. I'm a little busy. You have to like make me an offering or something. Spice it up a little bit.
Okay. What do you want? I have, and she like starts. I have friendship bracelets, and it's just gonna have like a whole arm's worth to just like pass over.
She just rolls up her sleeve, and it's like bangles making the jingliest sounds.
So,
Make
As
a,
thousands of
make a
beads
persuasion check, I guess, Melody.
clack together.
yes. I
See if
imagine like
the bracelet is enough to convince this fiend to hang out with you.
I got a +6. Let's go. That's a crit, baby. That's a 26.
let's go.
Let's go. You are friend.
It's like a
Looks back
rave, like
at the
friendship
cultist, and
bracelet.
then looks back at you a second later and says, "All right, I'll consume a couple of these fools."
But what's your name?
Shit, I don't have that prepared.
Jeff?
Jeff.
Oh my god.
Jeff is sufficient for now.
Let's go.
Short
Jeff is
for
sufficient for
Jafarian.
now.
All right, we already got a nickname. We're best friends. Let's go.
Jesus Christ, Melody. All right, Kit, you're up.
There's a couple things in the initiative that are out of order.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, so I gotta give you a show on that first. There you go.
These guys are last. Good catch.
And then Valorant got 15.
Yep, I'm on there.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
It's all right. I did it while talking was happening and
Alright.
such.
Let's see how close I can get. Yeah, I can get right into the mix.
Yes.
Kid's gonna run up and yell for justice, but because of the pass without trace, it's silent. So he just runs up and just fucking swings at him with nightlight.
For justice.
For justice.
All right, make him tackle.
Hold on. Is Elemental Cleaver still on? Yeah, it is. All right, let me take some of the damage off that. I was like, those numbers are way too high.
Sorry, I have the wrong stat block up.
So 17 for that first one.
17 hits.
No, 17 damage. It was 27 to hit.
Jesus God. All right, give me a second. I pulled up the wrong stat block. And now it's not loading. There we go. 17.
Yeah, so 17 damage, and the second one is a 19
That is.
to hit, and then that's 14 damage.
Ow. That sounds painful.
So that's all Kit's got. And then immediately after is Uldrak conveniently. Double check what the range on his trident again is. (20/60). So he should be able to. And he's got 40-foot movement too, so he can't quite get into the mix, but he can get here. And then I guess he'll just throw his trident at this guy.
Awesome.
Does a 13 hit?
Yes, 13 is not it.
And then he'll do it again.
Another one.
Wow, Oldrak.
Crit fail. That's rough, buddy.
Yep, that's all he's got.
Alrighty. We're going to skip the robed figure towards the door because he's surprised by you all. Dower, you're up. Dower?
Oh, sorry. I had my microphone muted there. It's been a hot second, so I had to look up something.
Feel free.
I was, I've been with Kit this whole time, but then every time combat seems to pop up, he gets, so ahead of himself, and normally it's not that bad, but I just watched him whiff, and they are inside a whole bunch of enemies, and that's not okay. So Valorant is going to move his 30. Nope, that's drawing. Sorry. Just going to draw a penis there. He's going to move. Oh, give me the ruler. I guess everybody. All right. He's going to move. Okay, I guess 30 feet. No, I'm going to move like 25 feet and then Misty Step into the group as a bonus action here
Nice.
to draw a bunch of aggro, and I'll start cutting down, starting with I think this guy.
Go to the guard drakes. Go for it.
I think so. Yeah. All right. It has been so long. How do I click buttons? Where's the attack? Yeah. So here's one attack. That's a 14 hit.
14 does hit.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. Jesus Christ. I'm using one-handed, so 32 total damage, right?
Good God.
Holy hell!
Oh, it's 14.
Yeah, from the sword's area.
No. That can't be right. Yeah, no, it has to be because that's 2d10. Yeah, I almost rolled max damage on that. So 14, and 4 is 32.
So cool.
Damage.
Jesus.
Nice.
You look so cool in the wind with the
with my wig billowing.
Do another one.
Yep.
Another one.
I am. Is that guy still standing?
Yes.
All right, I'd like to fix that.
Cool.
I assume a 22 hits. Okay, and then that's 20 damage.
That is exactly enough damage to kill this thing.
Pow!
Let's go.
Holy shit.
Wow, I should have brought stronger enemies.
I mean, you brought enough.
You got anything else?
I think with my two, I did my movement, I did bonus action, my 2 attacks. I think I'll hold off on a reaction in case, someone decides that they want to do something stupid. So that's the end of my turn.
Excellent. Professor, it's your turn. All of the cultists, hello, that's what I want. All the cultists are kind of surprised by you guys, so we're going to skip them.
I'll be right back.
All right. Professor flicks his boots of speed together and runs up here. And so that's somewhere. George is just gonna go to here with a dash. So that's all he can do, unfortunately. And then Professor's going to throw a bomb and a hit on Valorant with it and everybody else, because whatever. He's tough.
Yeah, you know what?
So.
This is the first time I've been in like friendly fire, I guess, with the team.
I would know. What are you resistant to? You're resistant to something.
I'm resistant to fire, necrotic, poison, and radiant. And then I have some immunities, which I can't see. Okay. Diseased, frightened, and charmed. Yeah, I'm immune to those.
All right, well, I'll give you some fire then, because at least you're resistant.
Yeah.
I'm
There
gonna
you go.
chuck a bomb and land it literally on Valrin, which should hit all the people around.
Damn. So it dex saves.
Yeah.
Okay, you failed. What is your spell
Nice to
save
be able to
DC?
actually use fire. Shit, it is 20.
I don't think one of these guys is gonna make it. Nope. They all failed.
So that's going to be. Oh, I hit the wrong bomb, but whatever. 15 only fire damage. Since 18, I need to update that.
18, you said?
No, 15 damage. It says the save is 18, but it's
Okay.
wrong.
Okay.
So they all take 15 fire damage then.
Oh yeah, there's a loud noise as you do this, and a lot of cursing and muttering as everyone kind of wakes up.
I
And
take
they are
7 damage.
Excellent. Ramen, it's your turn.
All right. Nope, that's circle. I'm gonna run over here or float over here. How are all the people looking?
Well, a couple of them were on fire, so that's less than ideal, I suppose. But they're all standing tall.
Okay. I'm gonna
Very
cast scorching.
confused.
I'm gonna cast scorching ray at second level, and I'm gonna power it up with a first level spell slot for
Okay.
an extra 2d10 damage on each of them.
Yay!
And I'm gonna hit the 3 around Valrin.
Let's do it.
First to hit is 25.
That hits.
Second is 18,
You're trying to hit a 16.
and third is 30. So all 3 hit. So 2d6 plus 2d10. First one, the north one, I guess,
Yep.
takes 25 damage. The second one
Holy moly.
takes 14 damage. And the third takes 15 damage.
All right.
And that's all I've got.
All righty. Creature, it's your turn. Things are happening around you.
Okay. All right.
There's a mosh pit in the middle around Valrin.
There's a mosh pit around Valrin. There's 2 dogs that are over there, right?
Yeah.
Dog-like dogs. And then there's the
Kind
guy
of.
back there.
They kind of look like dogs. They're covered in scales.
Scaly
blue
dogs.
scale. Yeah.
And then there's a guy right here.
Yes.
He's just gonna move over here a little bit so he can kind of like float to like see this guy a little better, and I'm gonna try to use my old master's bandana and cast a little mischief thing at him.
Let's go.
Give me a second. Which one is this gonna be? All right, this is a 4. So, all right. So wherever, I guess over here, and then like the 20-foot cube, like a random drops of molasses hover around it, making it difficult terrain until the start of your next turn.
Something like this.
Yeah, like a 20. Yeah, I want to make sure that I don't get Val rid of it. There's definitely like they just dropped a bunch of molasses on this guy.
That's awesome. Molasses.
Yo.
All right. You got anything else?
Wildfire Spirit's gonna throw a. I don't
Put your
know.
wild.
Oh, how can I? Do I have to? Okay, here. Get him. Oh.
Smells like
now there's 2
pancakes.
of them.
I'll get rid of mine.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so my spirit's gonna float over here and throw a meatball at. Yeah, meatball's gonna throw a meatball at this guy. Let's go meatball. That's a 14 to hit.
14. Who are you hitting again? I'm sorry.
I'm hitting the one that's in by one
Got
of
it.
the ones that's by
14
Valerie.
does not hit.
Okay. The meatball swings wide.
It's unfortunate.
And that's it for me.
I would have put a meatball token right here. What an amazing spell. The 2 guard drakes are also surprised, so we skip their turn, and it's back to Melody.
Okay. What stupid thing is she going to do? Try to figure it out. Okay. Just gonna move a little closer.
I'm back.
Okay. And then she's gonna do what she does, and she's gonna blast him. Gonna blast that dude.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay.
See how many of these you can all kill before they get a turn.
I'm hoping a dirty 20 hits.
20 hits.
21 will hit them. And so we'll have 30. Okay, so that is 16. That is 28 damage.
28. That's enough.
Ouch.
So you turn him to paste.
Yum.
Good job. Next.
Okay, go.
He said he'd be right back.
Okay.
Oh, I am back.
Oh, okay.
Melody, you still have more shots?
No, that was all 3 of them.
Got
so.
it. Okay, I'm sorry, I misheard you.
No, you're good. You're good.
All
Nope,
right.
that's all she's got.
Kit, it's your turn.
All right. I am just gonna run up on these guys, and I'm gonna start swinging. I'm gonna swing at the one to my right first, the one above Valren.
Let's do it. Yeah, 30 hits.
Okay,
15.
that's 17. The 2 didn't load in for some reason. It rolled. I don't get it, but it did that. 17.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do another one,
Okay.
and that is
That's enough.
13.
That was more than enough.
There we go.
Yeah, your axe cuts into this guy's armor and he falls to the ground. It's bloody and it's gross. And I can't delete his token because he's the one with initiative.
All right. That's gonna. Yeah, Kit's just gonna stay there. He took one guy down, and he can't move from the other one. So.
All right. It's Eldrak's turn.
Oh, can I use my reaction to make that into one of the little thingies because he died?
Oh, yeah. Light him on fire.
Yeah. Lighting him on fire. There you go.
Amazing. How are we going to differentiate between all these meatballs?
I don't know. I'm sorry. It's taking over. This is. I think the flames is enough though. Yeah, there you go.
Incredible.
Oldrak is also gonna take the one below.
Let's do it.
Below Valren. He's gonna swing the fork.
That is.
He's gonna do it again. Well, At least he hit once.
buddy.
And that's 17 damage. Oldrak not performing the way he's expected to.
Yeah, it's a little frustrating.
That's his second nat 1 in a row.
It's a little frustrating, but he kind of shrugs it
He
off.
lands one.
Business. Yeah,
He lands one.
he's a
That'll
good
be all
fighter.
he's doing.
The rogue figure turns around, spotting you all, and a raspy voice you hear him go, "Not yet. It's not the time." And he sludges his way out of this, steps through this molasses for a few feet before rushing into this door and through it. A moment later, you hear kind of a loud roar, almost, coming from the room they just entered. That one, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out do I just have the Misty Step skill or spell? Or is it a class feature that I can only use a certain number of times?
You're a Vengeance Pally, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you have the spell.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it's like you can use this once per day.
No, you haven't.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like I should Misty Step
Yeah, let's do it.
through as well. Okay, I would like to Misty Step to here and chase this fool.
All right. You find yourself at a door that's closed currently, or like swinging closed, and you hear the pitter patter of feet on the other side of the door.
I would like to go through the door.
All right, let me see if I can delete this thingy.
Open the door, get on the floor.
Stop, drop, open up shop.
There you go. You see that? You see a much larger guard drake in the kind of northeastern corner. There is a urn in the center of this room with 5 dragon's eggs in it. 2 copper-looking ones and 3, 1 black, blue, and red. And this robed figure is far down the hallway. He dashed as far as he could, which I think is... Yeah, that's it.
Should have been hindered because of the difficult terrain, but okay. It is what it is. Mr. Hooded Figure, if that is your real name. Ooh, okay. I think that I will let me clear this out of not Roll20, D&D Beyond. I would like to continue to run towards him for 30 feet, which would be... Oh, I gotta go around the long way. Yeah, I'll run to there, and I will use command from the Sword of Zariel to tell him to stop.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Stop.
All right, bear with me a second.
Stop. Drop.
Shut him down, open up shop. Oh,
Yeah.
no. That's how Heck Riders roll.
So what's in the square? Because I missed that.
Molasses.
That's a 21 to save. So he shrugs off the effects of your spell.
Son of a bitch.
Damn.
Okay, well, I am in a bad spot, having burned my movement, my bonus action, and my action. So, it do be like that. That's the end of my turn.
Don't worry, I got this.
Oh.
There we go.
Don't worry, Kit's going to use his 120 feet of movement to get to the other side of that guy.
He's gonna yeah, cut him off
A little
and
bit.
then rage and get like fill up the entire hallway.
Yep.
You shall
That's our
not
boy.
pass.
That's our son.
All right. Sorry. Kit, does a 24 hit you?
That indeed does hit me.
Need more d6s. Hold on a second. Sorry. All right, you're going to take 9 piercing damage and 6, 7, 8, 9 lightning damage
All right.
as he slashes at you with his little short sword, crackles with electricity, stings like hell. You're going to do it again. Does a 23 hit you?
That does indeed hit.
That's going to be 9 more piercing damage. And the one locked in combat with Aldrak is going to do the same thing. You got an 18 and a 14 to hit.
Those 18 hits.
I'm sorry, 18 and a 17 to hit, not a 14.
Those both hit. 17 matches.
I don't know how to count. It's going to be 7 piercing, 15 fire.
Oh my god.
6 piercing for both attacks from the other cultist. That is their turn. Professor, you're up.
All right. Do they look pretty hurt? The 2 dogs and the 2 guys.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, they could probably take a few more hits, but it's not looking good. You guys quickly came in here and ambushed them and decimated them.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know why I asked, because I think I'm going to cast Haste on Kit
Yes.
and just go and be like, Kit, no, go get Valrin. Just run over here and do that. And that's what I'm doing. But I'm there.
Valrin.
Oh wait,
There is
sorry.
So sorry, go ahead.
George can go hit people. Different other person, I guess. George is going to try to punch the guy that's next to Kit.
Just to spin in them arms.
Yeah, so it's
Come
a
on,
23 and a
slam.
21 to hit for 19 arm swinging slamming damage.
19 to the one north of Aldrak, right?
Yes.
I thought you said wham and slam and damage.
I don't remember what I said, to be honest.
You said
I
windmill
think that is-
slam damage.
Slamming damage.
Windmill slam and
Wham and
damage
slam.
sounds like a promo for a wrestling action figure.
It does.
Valorant.
Mhm.
What the dog
Alright.
doing?
Yeah, what the big ass dog doing? Does sorry, I forgot how to do math. 24 to hit. I'm sorry, 23
It
to hit.
does.
And another 23 to hit.
No. That block. So I told the guy to stop, and he didn't. I looked over at this dog and said, "Sit."
It's going to be 9 piercing from the first attack.
They don't hit.
Oh, they don't hit. Okay, my mistake.
No, yeah, sorry, they do not hit. Yeah.
Block, block.
All right. Well, this thing bites at you twice and misses.
Yeah.
Oh,
Out for
man.
you, yeah, but not for me. I'm feeling cool.
Okay. I'm gonna float up behind Kit, and I'm gonna launch my favorite lightning bolt over his head
Excellent.
and get 2 dogs in the mix. And by my favorite lightning bolt, I mean my judgment bolt.
Let's go. It's dex saves.
Robin
Oh, God.
steps forward and judges him.
All right, well, that's a 4 and a 5
Cool, full damage.
against a 20. So yeah, full damage.
Nope, that is. Wait, is that too many? It is not too many. There we go. So that is 28 damage.
28.
And
Good God.
yeah, on these guys.
That was a devastating hit for both of them.
Nice.
Take
You
that.
hear a lot of like yelping and pain as these 2 dogs, guard drakes, react to being hit by lightning. It's fucking terrifying. And luckily for you, they're not resistant to lightning.
Oh,
Yeah,
true.
get
I was gonna
wrecked,
say
man.
like they're blue. I was like, I thought this
Yeah.
was gonna be a.
I forgot. Creature, it's your
Huh.
turn.
Guess they're not. Neat.
Okay. I'm just gonna throw a few more meatballs out there. Do a scorching ray. And I'm gonna hit these guys. Let's see. Oh shoot. 3. So I'm gonna hit this guy and this guy. Which one looks more hurt than the other?
It's pretty bad for both of them.
Pretty bad for both of them? Okay, so I'm gonna hit him with 1 ray each.
Absolutely.
See where that goes. I'm gonna attempt to at least see. And that's gonna. Oh my god, that's a crit fail on that first one. That's great. Okay, so the second one is a 30. So a crit fail on the first one and like a 31 on the second one.
The
Yeah,
duality.
31 hits. Scare the hell out of Aldrak.
Sorry, dude. Alright. Right, and then. So that's 16 meatball damage at, I guess, this one.
16?
Yes.
Cool.
And,
It's a big hit.
I'm gonna do another one because that's the 2 of them. I'm gonna do one more, and I'm gonna try to hit this guy. I'm gonna hit that
Cool.
guy. Alright, so 23. And 7. It's just 7 meatball damage for that one. And what chicken meatball is going. Oh, meatball crit failed on the meatball throw. We both crit failed on a meatball throw. It's not meatball time right now, guys. It's not great. That's it. That's all I got.
Excellent.
I just want to say I kind of love
Meatball?
how nobody is taking these guys seriously at all.
Yeah.
Like,
It's fair. First one is going to move up and bite at Aldrak. Probably missing. That's how my luck is going. Yep, that's a 14.
Yeah, no.
All right. Misses. And that's a nat 20.
Ooh.
Well,
So it misses with the bite, but it swings around and slaps at Aldrak with its tail,
Shit.
only doing 7 bludgeoning damage.
wow, 7 on a crit.
Yeah. Oh, not a crit. Hello. 7
I was
plus
gonna
5,
say, yeah.
12.
There we go.
Engie Bork.
This other one is going to rush into the purple fire standing over its cohort, I guess, and try to do the same thing to Kit.
Ooh, that's gonna take.
That's a miss.
You're gonna take damage because of that. Haha.
Yeah, it doesn't know better. How much damage is that?
Hold on. Let me pull that up again.
By the way, Kit, both of its attacks missed, so you're safe.
Oh
Neat.
shit. Okay. I'm just gonna roll it out here. Alright, so that's 10 plus my wisdom modifier. Okay, so there's a 15. 15 psychic damage to this little skinny dog.
Nice.
Oh, well, that's more than it has health. So it walks into the fire and dies instantly.
Through the fire and or the flames.
Nice.
Thank you. I'll be
Damn.
here all day.
And then that fire is gone. You see
Excellent.
this thing.
Well, that's a bummer.
Sorry.
Melody, you're up.
Now we just get a little closer. And yeah, she's gonna start blasting. We'll go for the middle dude. Does the 28 hit?
Yes, 28 hits.
Oh wait, that was the roll modifier. Yes, so she. So then the 29 will hit.
Damn.
Yeah, she's chunky tonight. 14.
Let's go.
Okay. Does a 13 hit?
Yes, 13. No, I'm sorry, 13 does not hit.
Yeah. Okay. So she gets 2 out of 3, so that is 21 damage.
Okay. So are you breaking this up or are you shooting the same guy with both of them?
Both of them.
Okay. I'll let you shoot at one of these other guys because that first one's going to kill it.
Oh shit. Okay. Who looks the next weakest?
So, the one right here next to Aldrak who goes down because that's also enough damage to kill him.
Perfect. Hell yeah.
It's a good shoot. Both of the
Yeah.
Nice.
Kit, there is one guard Drake left in the hallway next to you,
Right.
and Valorant has disappeared through a room on the other side.
Well, Kid has been hasted and given a mission, so I'm going to walk. So I currently have 80 feet of movement. I will spend 5 feet. Then I'm going to bonus action and bunny hop 25 feet, which is not included in my movement. So now I have 75 more feet.
Oh my god.
Okay. Through what's left of this door in front of you, as most of it has been lightning bolted.
Well, let me get the old ruler out. Let's see. So we're gonna hang. Yeah. And I'll have to squeeze past him, but I have ample movement to do that. I could go this far into the damn hole if I want to. I'm literally just gonna circle around in front of him.
That sucks.
No. Stop in the name of the law. And my action's not even gone, so I'm gonna grapple him. You're going fucking nowhere.
Oh, good. He has advantage on these.
Okay, 29.
Oh boy. That's a net 20.
Damn.
Damn. Wow.
So that's a 30. And he finds himself out of your grapple.
Alright.
Damn.
Well, wait, I get an extra action for haste, don't I? Well, let me see. Which can only be used to attack. So I also swing at him. May as well.
Okay.
Hold this. I can only do 1 attack, though. Extra attack doesn't fit, so. But 26?
26 hits.
Okay. 17. Max output.
17.
And that at least will proc Slasher, so his movement is dropped if he does try to run next turn. His movement is dropped by 10.
I like that you tried to hug him. He said no, so you punch him in the face.
Yeah. I slashed him in the shins.
Oh, not the shins.
It is Aldrak's turn. He is still in the hallway with the rest of the gang.
So he's gonna move up and he's gonna I guess he'll just stab. So that is 16 damage.
Yeah, 16 is goddamn. It had 9 health left.
Damn. And then that was 5 foot of movement. So I assume this molasses difficult terrain.
We haven't been rolling for that. It changes every turn.
Um,
So, creature, can you find out what's your Nefarious Mischief?
Oh,
This
sorry. Let me see. I think. Let me just double check. Oh, until the start of your next turn, so it's gone.
oh, it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay.
Does it change every turn?
The what?
Doesn't it
Oh,
change
yeah,
every
yeah,
turn?
yeah, wait. Yeah, it does. Wait, hold on. Roll again at the start of each of your turns, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. I haven't been doing that. Sorry. I'm gonna roll now.
So-
That's a 2. Oh, so it's the bouquet of flowers, and Dex save or be blinded when it sprays flower in its face.
Excellent.
All right. So Oldrak is gonna try. He'll roll the dice. So it's a dex save.
Yeah, it's a Dex
He does
save.
have advantage on those.
The DC's 20.
Fuck. Okay, he's got no hope.
Yeah.
No, my God, he makes it.
You made it.
Yes!
Good job, buddy.
Yes! You don't get
And
water in your face.
And he has a second attack, so he'll throw his fork at the Drake. You can see it.
Yes.
He's just within range.
Hits. For sure.
So 13. 5 of that is fire if it matters.
Okay. How much did you say? 13?
Yeah, 13. So 8 piercing and 5 fire.
Okay. It is resistant to fire, so it shrugs off.
I
some.
figured that would be the case. So it's 10 damage total then. So that's
Cool.
fine. That's all Oldrak's got.
All right. Kit, this person that you've just attacked here in the hallway kind of steps around you to the side and makes a break for it. He's going to take the opportunity attack.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to grapple as my opportunity. Huh. Yeah, get out of that, bitch.
Damn.
Shit.
It's your turn for the net.
Good job. You grapple him.
Let's go.
And with what's left of his turn, he clutches at a ring on his finger. And a second later, he blinks away in a blast of purple light.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Magic, the one weakness of the barbarian. That's not fair.
You cannot give this man a hug. No, you don't want it.
I grappled you fair and square.
You
You don't
did.
want it.
God damn it. Nah, it's fine. I had a feeling this guy was cooking something up.
All right. Cultists are dead. All we have left is the guard drake in the room with Valrin and Uldrak. The rest of you are in a hallway.
He's trapped in here with me.
And Kate, my
you-
apologies. I forgot to run your demon.
It's all good.
You skipped Valorant's turn by accident.
Oh, Valrin, I'm sorry. It's your turn.
Yeah.
How did I do that?
I'm gonna see like Kit tackle this guy as he's running away and like think, okay, cool, he's good. I don't have to worry about him as much, but I do have this big mofo here.
Yeah, you see in
I'm-
the corner of your eye a flash of purple light.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything to me. So I'm gonna try and like Valorant wouldn't know what the hell that is.
Yeah, no, it's just
I'm gonna try and position myself between this guy and the eggs and unload on him.
let's go.
I have to go to the action tab. There it is. Hi, does a 24 hit?
24 hits.
All right, cool. One-handed damage. That's 19 total damage.
All right.
There's some radiant damage in there. I don't think that really matters. And then I'm going to swing again. 21?
21 hits.
Okay, cool. 27 damage.
27. Good lord.
Jesus.
The output.
As typical Jason fashion, I forgot to use Hunter's Mark, but I don't think I need to use that. I don't think that there's anything else that I can do. So I will I'll call my turn there.
All right. Professor, it's your turn.
Okay. Run over here. Do I know that something is in the square?
You see flowers and they're sprinkling water everywhere.
It seem harmful, I suppose.
You've seen Creature do this before.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. I'll just stay on this side then, and I will sticky hand at the dog.
Sure, let's do it.
That's a nat 1 to hit. Does that hit?
Damn.
That one's not hit.
Not all the
Okay.
ones.
Yeah, it's a lot of those tonight.
And George is gonna run through and make it only. Oh no, he'll dash all the way up there. But does he get blinded? What do I have to do?
Deck save. He gets squirted. See if he gets squirted in the face with water by a flower. Yeah, he does.
Oh, poor buddy.
I hope he doesn't kill me. George, don't kill me. It was a joke. It was a prank.
Yeah, you just look over a creature like honks a red clown nose on their nose. Got him.
Got him.
Oh, Alex.
He's back.
There you are.
Hello. You hear me?
Is the storm? Yeah, is the storm like messing with your power?
No, my
Yeah.
headset died.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Oops.
Amazing.
Okay, well, this should work.
Yeah.
George failed and is blind.
Unfortunate.
the
That
that
one
that just
percent.
happens in the square, right?
That's a good question. Let me look this up.
I'm gonna back him up. He's just gonna be blind over here because he's not gonna know where to run.
Blinded until the start of your next turn. So it will.
All right.
It will last until the beginning of George's next turn,
Sorry.
or
I
Creature's
mean-
next turn. My apology.
He wasn't gonna get there and do anything. He was just gonna stand in front of the dog. It's fine.
It still does so. Menacingly.
He was standing there, menacingly.
That's it for me.
it's not- All right. Valorant.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That's a 19. That's a 20. I can't hit you. That's another 19. So it misses with all its attacks.
Block.
The large red guard.
Block.
So you're fighting defensively.
Blah, blah.
Oh yeah. I almost used like compel duel for a bonus action.
Roman, it's your turn.
I'm going to stand next to Professor and do what he did, but toll the dead on that dog.
Can't get an out one on that. So
No, it
do
definitely did not get an out one on that.
Okay.
I got a 7 on that.
All right.
That's a full damage.
27 damage. Jesus Christ.
Oops. There we go. All right. You got anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Creature, it's your turn.
Okay. Creature is gonna.
So let's start with there's mischief. What do you want to
Yes.
do with it?
I think creature's gonna drop it at this point, and fly over here. And just be like, George, I'm sorry, buddy. And just as a do a help action on him.
Very nice.
And Meatball, it's just gonna be over here with everybody else. Or actually, yeah, be over here with Melody and her new friend.
All right. Melody, it's your turn.
I can't hear you, babe. Whatever you're saying.
Ah,
Okay, there you go.
Hang
There you go.
my headset. My headset died.
Wow. There's something in the water.
It's
This one, I checked my
retrograde.
battery.
Water.
Melody's gonna assume everyone has it, so she's just gonna talk to her new friend and like find out what their sun, moon, and rising is.
Yeah. It starts to waddle off as it towards one of these corpses, so it can start chowing down while it projects answers back at you.
Amazing.
Because I forgot already.
Uh,
Zodiac sign?
Yeah, she wants to know their astrology sign.
Excellent.
Mhm.
Taurus.
Amazing. She's like, yes, you give off that energy. Just as writing this down for her book so she can write some weird living tree earwax smut.
Nice.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Living tree earwax smut.
Mhm. You're welcome.
Kid, it's your turn.
All right. Kit has 80 feet of movement still, and Jesus, he tried to run south, and Kit still has a mission, so he's gonna try and look south.
Oh.
All right. Let me move the barrier for that door.
So that's 10 feet.
If I can target it, there we go.
Every time Kit says how fast he can move, I throw up in my mouth a little.
It looks like
Yeah,
a
30
small
feet.
bedroom and living space in here. There's a table, there's carpet on the floor. There are some scattered notes on the table. There's a fire burning in the fireplace. And around the corner is a small bed.
I'm gonna keep going. So that's 45. That's 45 feet of movement spent so far. I'm gonna roll a perception because he realizes he's at a dead end. He's gonna try and look and see if the guy's hiding under the bed or something.
Excellent.
24.
No, there's nobody under the bed. He's gone. You don't see
Kit
it.
is dismayed at having lost his target, so instead he's gonna run back and tell everyone. So 35 feet, and that is actually my movement. No, I'm not gonna burn another. I don't have line of sight on anything, so that's it. Kit's just gonna shout, "I lost him! Sorry." Oh wait, can I? Oh, I can use the extra action to dash. So I'll just do that. Get another 80 feet of movement.
That's hilarious.
Jesus.
He's gonna run back
Zoomy.
into the room and just like
What's
run
good?
circles around this dog.
What's good?
So much
that.
movement. God damn.
So someone gave Kid a cupcake. Looks at Professor.
All right, and then that's
Holy
12
moly.
and 13 damage, so 25.
Big hits.
I like to imagine every time one of the casters casts haste on Kit, he just starts hearing Eurobeat in his head.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Meow.
Incredible.
That's beautiful.
So yeah, that's me. 25 damage total to the Drake, and that'll be it.
All right. It is Uldrak's turn.
Okay, so I guess he'll realize the fire wasn't effective, so he's gonna switch to the Great Sword. I don't know if Dragon Slayer is gonna proc, but he'll swing it anyway. So 15 and 23.
Those are both hits? No, the 23 hits.
Oh, nice. Oh, the 15 doesn't. Okay, yeah. So then just the first one then. So 13, and then if it is a dragon, then 10 extra.
Dragon. So that's
Okay,
extra damage.
23. Yeah. Neat. Yeah, 23 total.
Excellent. Power Knight, is your turn.
Yeah. I like to tackle that dog.
Could I tackle that dog?
Okay.
Can't pet your dog. By pet, I mean shove it away from these eggs. Yeah. Contested strength?
I believe you have to make a
Athletics?
attack roll first to see if you can hit it.
Okay. I don't want to do. Sorry. It is unarmed strike. There we go. Oh, that's a 12. What if I did it again?
Yeah, go for it.
That's an 18.
So with all of your might, you're able to push this, get your hands on this thing, and start to somehow overpower it. It's contested athletics, which you're probably going to pass.
We roll against athletics.
Yep.
Why does it say advantage made to avoid? I'm just doing a normal roll. I don't need to. Oof, 14.
It meets.
So it beats.
It does.
Fun.
You're shoving it into the wall.
Yep. I just don't want it to get to do anything to these eggs.
I got you.
But that's my turn.
Alrighty. Professor, it's your turn.
Okay. Run up here somewhere. Try to sticky hand. George will also run up to hit the dog. So sticky hand will be this many to thing.
Magic numbers.
27 to hit for 10 or 20 damage.
Hell yeah. Direct hit.
Yeah,
That's
and
a
then
lot of
George will. What?
So that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, pretty good for a cantrip. And then George is going to double windmill attack. 17 hit.
17 does hit. The 12 does not.
Okay, so that's 10.
Depending on how
George
you roll
windmill.
this, it might be over.
10.
10 damage, yeah. George's windmill arms gets me every time. Slams this thing on the top of its head, and it bites into its tongue and severs it, and it falls to the ground, and blood is pooling out of this thing's mouth.
Bro.
Alright. Oh! Good boy! Yay! And then look around and see if I can find that guy or the magic. Some sort of residue of magic.
Sure. We can drop out of initiative because you've killed everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kid is going to use the remaining minute that he still has haste for and just, meow. I guess like 40 seconds at this point. But
Whee!
All right, let me open this up a little bit.
come with
Yeah,
a
if you use
flash
the
out here
magic
running
item-
through these hallways.
Kit, there are two bookshelves up against, not bookshelves, like two tables stacked here and here that have food and stuff on them. Looks like someone ate in here recently.
Okay, so that's 25 feet, 35, 50.
More beds. 2 more beds. Oh, you figured they were probably for the cultists that you turned into soup.
And then, 30, and just enough to get back here. The kid will be like, he's not in there. There's like a dinner table up top, and then there's bedrooms elsewhere.
What? He got away?
Yeah, he
Son of a
teleported.
bitch.
I tried to grab him.
You did good. But you've got to stop running away from me and jumping into these fights.
And I assume at this point, Kit's gonna crash out of the sugar rush. Take his turn to catch his breath.
Yeah, I will scoop him up and just let him take a nap.
Kid is buffering.
Yep.
Professor, in this hallway to your right, and then if you take another right turn, you'll find yourself in the first room that Kit was in. I'll move your token to right about here.
Okay.
Make an Arcana check for me.
15. I'm going to use Flash of Genius and to make it 20 at least.
Yeah. There was teleportation magic used in here seconds ago.
Do I know what kind? Like, was it the actual teleportation or like teleport spell?
Yeah, more or less.
Okay. Well, all right. I'll just come back and be like, well, he's probably pretty far away. Damn it. I guess look around. I don't know.
There are
I'm gonna go like
stack of
sit in
notes
his
on the
chair.
table.
Sure.
Which you're welcome to sit in the chair and rifle through if you like.
Yes, please.
They seem to be mostly notes about the creation and tending of the guard drakes, with a couple of entries about stating that they have 5 eggs here and they're to be kept safe at all times.
How many eggs did we see? 5?
5.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. Can I figure out from reading this how to make my own guard drake?
That's a great question. Make a... Oh, God. Give me an Arcana check, please. Another one.
Oh, come on. I've been rolling so bad today. Yeah, Flash of Genius again, 18.
It would take you probably months to do this, but you could conceivably create something similar to the guard drakes. You would need raw materials.
Like all the dragon bars we have.
Yeah.
Well,
Or
months isn't a
perhaps
reasonable time frame, but
in the other room.
I'm gonna harvest the guard drake then for spare parts.
Incredible. I don't even know what to say to that. Add spare parts to your inventory. We'll work that out later. That'll be another long-term project. There are the last 2 beds in here, Kit.
yeah, I figured I'd take a peek.
Back in the hallway with Melody and this flesh demon who's just chowing down. How we doing?
Oh, doing good. I think at this point, Melody is asking questions like boxers or briefs, or
Neither.
good for them. Makes it better for the story. So it's just like getting weird information like that. Asking how they feel about blonde wigs.
Neutral.
Amazing. This is actually secretly formed to see if they can become the next tech writer. That's checking off all the boxes.
That's incredible. Thank you. It
So, real
continues to
quick.
eat its body.
There were 5 eggs.
Yes.
Only 2 of them were copper.
Yes, there is a blue, black, and red egg. There is no documentation with the notes that specify who these eggs belong to. It just says that we're holding on to these eggs.
Well, I guess we should take them all back to the Dragon Conclave. Better
Makes
with them
sense.
than here in the in the Make Dragons Angry cave.
What if we get to raise them?
How to Train Your Dragon.
They're gonna
Yes,
outlast
I
you.
need it.
No, this town's only big enough for 1 child in the party.
And you already have way more.
It's gonna be funny, like when Kit gets like actually territorial, like I'm the baby.
Jealous older
I'm the
brother.
one that gets uppy. So it needs
Yeah,
to
that's
be
right.
here.
Incredible.
Are we just gonna hang out here for a minute?
Yeah.
I assume we'd grab the eggs and I guess look around at whatever, because I unless there's something we missed.
Unless the person pops back in again.
We should definitely nab the eggs. We should definitely take the eggs so they don't get
definitely
like.
nab the eggs, yeah.
Stealing babies. I love it.
They were stealing them
I'm gonna use
back. Fine.
Just kidding.
Egg.
I use the Wand of Secrets to see if I find any secret doors.
Oh, nice.
No, you don't spot any secret doors.
Oh, better to use it than not. I assume we're just gonna like loot around and see if we can figure out who these people were and what they wanted.
Mm-hmm. I'm checking this back room.
Yep, this is a bedroom.
Amazing.
As a living space for some of the cultists.
Anything on the desk or in the nightstands? Or under the bed, even?
Nothing of note. You know, they didn't keep much in the way of journals. There is a scroll of detect magic in the nightstand.
No, it was supposed to be thoughts. Detect thoughts. We went over this earlier. Yeah, he just scribbles out magic and just writes thoughts. Like,
We have 2, so. Other than that, Roman, that's all you find.
All right. These guys are boring, huh? Did you find anything, Professor?
Just these notes about making guard drakes. Which is
All right,
pretty
well, you
cool,
You
honestly.
found more than I did. All right. You can use that to upgrade our son.
Sorry.
I'm gonna look around in this room as well.
Yep, there's food on the tables in here. It looks like they ate not long before you got here.
Anything worth tasting, or is it all like half gnawed on
It's
leg
stew
bones
and
or
raw
whatever?
meat, yeah.
Nasty.
Are there any instructions of how to care for eggs?
No, I don't believe so.
I mean, we just have to get them outside.
Yeah, I think
but
Roman is
like,
going to
what
be
if we
stuck
drop
on egg
one?
care.
Yeah, we shouldn't drop it. We should not drop those.
No.
I'm not holding
They
one of
can
those.
ride.
I'm not
They
holding
can
it.
ride on the
Definitely not the
carpet.
copper ones.
Yeah, Ramen's gonna be stuck on egg care, floating.
I got slippery
Just imagine him sitting on top of them, like he's all like hunched up, like he's like keeping them warm.
Excellent. All right. Is there anything else you all want to do in here?
I
We've
don't
looked
think
everywhere.
There is. I'll move somebody so they can be the person to find it. Melody, you're first.
Oh.
This door next to you leads to 4 pens that look like they probably house the guard drakes.
Ooh. Anything fun inside?
More raw meat. And 4 cages that look like they house large creatures. Nothing exciting.
You know, we could send Uldrak back to the surface with this stuff.
I think. What with the eggs?
Yeah. Isn't the didn't the dragon stick around?
No,
No,
I don't.
left. She dropped
Yeah,
off in the woods hours ago.
A day and a half
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
Oh,
She
okay,
dropped off at the
okay,
woods
my
and
bad.
left.
Because she can't stay close for risk of going insane.
Yeah, so we can
How about
teleport back.
how about here to the south? Is this a thing?
No, there's nothing behind that. It's just a wall.
Okay.
Above table, there's a room there on the map, but I'm not using it.
Alright. Alright, yeah, we could just teleport back with the eggs then.
Excellent. Ramen?
Yep.
Would
I'm
you do
gonna
the
float.
honors?
Float over into this room and then hop down off of my perch and just start making the circle in here.
Excellent. And a couple of minutes later, you all find yourselves back in the cave, in the Metallic Dragons cavern system. In this little small chamber with some, crates and things like that, you find yourselves back on top of your rug. And, make your way back into the chamber with all the dragons. And that's probably a good place as any to stop for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We did it. Sure.
Damn.
Yeah.
Operation Dragon Rescue was a success.
We got eggs.
We
And
got
more
3 eggs for
importantly, we got
ourselves.
friends.
Eggs and friends.
So many
Yeah.
friends.
Bye, stream.
Bye.